notice it, don't you? While most men fight desperately for women's attention, the Sigma and Zeta male walk away from the competition entirely. No begging, no performing, no chasing, because they learned something dangerous. The man who needs attention the least usually holds the most power. And if you see yourself in that mindset, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and step deeper into the psychology most people will never understand. Now let's dive into the video. 1. They understand that attention is not love. Most men confuse female attention with genuine connection. A smile, a reply, a compliment, a flirtatious look, and suddenly they're emotionally invested. But Sigma and Zeta males learned early that attention is one of the cheapest currencies in the modern world. Social media made validation accessible to everyone. A woman can give attention to 10 men before breakfast and forget all of them by dinner. So these men stopped worshiping temporary signals. Number 2, they refuse to beg for validation. There's something deeply unattractive about desperation, and Sigma and Zeta males can sense it immediately. They see men changing personalities just to impress women, pretending to be richer, louder, more dominant, more alpha, more interesting. But when a man constantly performs for approval, he slowly loses himself. That's why these men stay grounded in who they are. If a woman likes them, fine. If she doesn't, life continues. Because their identity is not built around external validation, it's built around internal standards. And once a man reaches that level mentally, competing for attention starts feeling embarrassing rather than exciting. Number 3, they know scarcity creates madness. Most men compete because they secretly believe women are scarce, that if they lose one opportunity, their entire world collapses. But Sigma and Zeta males don't think from scarcity. They think from abundance, not necessarily abundance of women, but abundance of purpose, freedom, options, experiences, and self-control. And a man who has purpose rarely becomes obsessed with attention. Why? Because he has bigger battles to fight. While others are refreshing messages and waiting for replies, he's building skills, building discipline, building a future that doesn't depend on emotional approval from strangers. Number 4, they see modern dating as psychological warfare. Have you noticed how exhausting modern dating became? Mind games, delayed replies, manipulation, testing, jealousy tactics, attention farming. Sigma and Zeta males look at all of this and quietly decide, I'm not participating. Not because they're weak, because they value peace. Most people don't understand how powerful peace becomes once a man has suffered enough chaos. At some point, protecting your mental energy becomes more important than winning someone's attention. Number 5, they understand that silence is power. Weak men speak constantly to prove themselves. Strong men don't need to. Sigma and Zeta males know that mystery naturally attracts curiosity. They don't overshare. They don't explain themselves endlessly. They don't fight for visibility in every room. And strangely enough, that calm distance often makes them more attractive than the men trying hardest. Because confidence has a different energy. It doesn't scream, it doesn't beg, it doesn't compete. Number 6, they fear dependency more than loneliness. Most men are terrified of being alone. That fear pushes them into unhealthy relationships, fake connections, and humiliating situations just to avoid silence. But Sigma and Zeta males learned how to survive solitude. And once a man becomes comfortable alone, the entire dating dynamic changes forever. Now he chooses carefully. Now he walks away easily. Now he no longer tolerates disrespect simply because he's afraid of losing someone. That emotional independence is dangerous in today's world because it makes manipulation almost impossible. Number 7, they prioritize freedom above attention. Freedom is addictive. The freedom to think clearly. The freedom to move without emotional chains. The freedom to focus without drama constantly draining energy. Sigma and Zeta males protect that freedom aggressively. That's why they avoid unnecessary competition, because they know many men lose years of their lives chasing people who were never truly aligned with them in the first place. And deep down, these men understand something painful. The wrong relationship can destroy a man faster than loneliness ever could. 8. They judge themselves by achievement, not attraction. Most men measure success by how desired they are, but Sigma and Zeta males measure themselves differently. Discipline, control, knowledge, financial stability, mental strength, purpose. Those become their standards. And when a man becomes obsessed with growth instead of validation, he naturally stops competing for attention because attention no longer feels important enough to chase. His mission becomes bigger than romance. 9. They see through the illusion of social status. A lot of male competition isn't even about women, it's about ego. Men trying to prove superiority through who they attract, using relationships as trophies, using attention as social currency. But Sigma and Zeta males see through the illusion. They know attention can be manipulated, status can be faked, desire can be temporary. So instead of building an image, they build substance, and substance doesn't need constant applause. Number 10. They realize the most powerful man is the one who needs the least. This is the truth almost nobody wants to hear. The man who desperately needs attention becomes controlled by it. Controlled by opinions, controlled by rejection, controlled by validation, controlled by emotional dependency. But the Sigma and Zeta male slowly detach from all of it. Not because they stopped feeling emotions, but because they stopped allowing emotions to control their direction. And that's why they appear cold to some people, unreachable, detached, different. Yet what others call coldness is often just discipline mixed with self-respect. Because the moment a man realizes his peace is worth more than temporary attention, the game loses power over him forever.